The first sign is not an explosion or a warning siren. It is the absence of control. Airspace that once belonged to trained pilots becomes saturated with autonomous systems, moving faster than human decision cycles can track, identify, or intercept. Small drones, some no larger than a bird, begin to appear in coordinated patterns. Not random, not piloted in the traditional sense, but executing pre-programmed or AI-assisted objectives with precision. The danger is not just their presence, it is their scale, their speed, and their independence from direct human control. Modern drone warfare operates on a layered system of autonomy, machine vision, and networked coordination. These systems use onboard sensors, GPS-denied navigation, and real-time data processing to adapt mid-mission. What makes them uniquely dangerous is not explosive payloads alone, but their ability to function as distributed systems. A single drone is a tool. A swarm is a strategy. Algorithms allow them to share positional data, avoid collisions, and dynamically assign targets without centralized commands. This reduces vulnerability to traditional countermeasures like signal jamming or operator disruption. A common misunderstanding is that these machines require constant remote control, making them easy to disable by cutting communication links. In reality, modern systems are increasingly designed for autonomy under degraded conditions. AI models embedded within drones allow them to recognize objects, follow terrain, and complete missions even when disconnected. The shift from remotely piloted to self-directed changes the entire defensive equation. It removes the human bottleneck and compresses reaction time beyond what manual systems can match. The hidden science lies in how these drones interpret the environment. Computer vision models trained on vast datasets can distinguish vehicles, infrastructure, and human movement patterns under varying conditions: daylight, thermal signatures, or partial obstruction. Combined with edge computing, this processing happens locally, reducing reliance on external networks. Advances in lightweight materials and battery efficiency further extend operational range and endurance, while decentralized communication protocols enable swarm cohesion without a single point of failure. Evidence of this shift is already visible in modern conflicts, where low-cost drones have been used to overwhelm high-value defense systems. Expensive air defense platforms designed to intercept large aircraft struggle against dozens or hundreds of small, fast-moving targets. Reports show that coordinated drone attacks can saturate radar systems, forcing defenders to make rapid prioritization decisions, often too late. The asymmetry is clear. Inexpensive, mass-produced drones can challenge multi-million-dollar defense infrastructures. For civilians and unprepared environments, the implications are severe. Traditional warning systems are not designed for low-altitude, high-density aerial threats. Urban areas, with their complex terrain and signal interference, provide both concealment and complication. The key survival principle becomes situational awareness at a micro level, understanding overhead risk, recognizing unusual aerial patterns, and minimizing exposure in open or elevated positions. Structures with reinforced overhead cover and reduced thermal or visual signature become significantly safer than exposed environments. As these technologies evolve, escalation is inevitable. AI systems will become more efficient at decision-making, swarm coordination will grow more adaptive, and countermeasures will struggle to keep pace. Defensive strategies will shift toward electronic warfare, automated interception, and hardened infrastructure, but these require time, resources, and coordination that may not be immediately available in crisis scenarios. The gap between technological capability and practical preparedness continues to widen. And as that gap widens, the nature of threat detection changes. It is no longer about hearing or seeing a single approaching danger. It is about recognizing patterns, anomalies, and subtle shifts in the environment before the system above you has already made its decision.